Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is D, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Green Man, Major Arcana card. And, thinking about this card today, I was like, all right, so he wants to give me the throne of kingship in the Wildwood Forest. That's how I look at this card. It's one of the first people you meet when you start your journey. The shaman, the seer, the green woman, and then the green man. That's the fourth person. But, in this journey that you've got going on, the woodwards come out with the strength. Well, this green man comes out of the forest, or actually, let's rephrase that. As you're walking on your path, you approach the green man and you see his cauldron. And, with the cauldron, what that does is that represents creative energy, which, we've had a lot of that going on here the past couple, weeks, if not months. Okay, a lot of creative energy coming along, plus stability. And as I said, he wants to give you that throne of kingship. Now, the green man, he guards that throne of kingship with the spear of power, which is in his left hand. And the horn of plenty, which is, helping steer that cauldron. And he's just waiting for somebody to wear that mantle of the king and defend the land. And that's where you come involved, okay? You've got the strength of this journey. You've been dancing here with a lot of energy with the Five of Cups, right? And that ecstasy. You drank from the pools of life. The Wildwood Forest respects you, okay? And the Green Man respects you. He sees everything that's been going on this journey for you. And he's made himself approachable. And he's saying, hey, come, sit by the fire, and let's talk. Because your destiny and fate is attached to the Wildwood Forest. And I want you, okay, I would like you to take ownership of this journey. And you're like, well, I've had a lot of struggles, and, I get all up in myself and it's hard to comprehend, but I'm holding on to that light of hope. And, that's going to keep me warm. And he goes, I recognize that. Okay. I want to let you know that I symbolize your heart, okay, which is flourishing as we speak. And I represent the male aspect of nature. And you're thinking, okay, the male aspect of nature, what is that? Well, it's obviously the opposite of the feminine nature, okay, which, feminine nature is all about nourishment and, fertility and creativity. This is more about stability, okay, and understanding, that foundation that the forest has. And because the green man's come out, the green woman is not too far away, okay, because they go hand in hand, okay, and that's, he's the other half of the green woman. And, sometimes he's often known as the Robin Hood of the Wildwood Forest. And if you remember your stories about Robin Hood, he's always out there in the forest with Maid Marian, and they're going against the king of Sherwood Forest, right? Because of just the injustice and everything like that. And he challenges you, the green man does, challenges you to respect the natural world, which we've already had that conversation this week as well as a couple weeks ago. So, as you're walking through here, he lets you know that he protects everybody that's in the forest. And you felt that. You felt that with the woodward, giving you the strength and protection. You felt that with, some of the other cards that have come up in the last couple weeks. And the one thing that you've noticed as you've walked along your path, and these Major Arcana life lessons cards come up, is you do feel that sense of protection. not only from the wildwood forest, but from the universe and spirit. The green man has a big heart. He wants to give you the world. Okay, he wants to give you your heart's desire on this journey that you're on. All right? And his generous spirit is filled with joy. And that's what's in that cauldron, is joy. And like the green woman, he is rich in bounty and enjoys the gift of the summer sun. So here we're coming out of winter, we're going into summer. All right? And he's starting to feel that itch, that spring itch of wanting to get out there. And he knows that during this time of springtime, the land starts to change a little bit. Animals get restless. They start having their fertile cycles. And he says, you know what? This is a great time for being creative. That fertile energy, that's out there and in the wildwood forest is received by both an inward spirit and the outward flow of that energy. So if you take this in, if you drink of his cauldron of joy, all right, and start moving on your path again with that creative energy, okay, you are going to see an outward flow of energy coming out of you to begin new and thriving projects. To be able to look out the window and see the sun and just say, you know what, today's a good day to start this. Whether it's, a work project or just a project around the house, raking the lawn, however it is. And he looks at that and he says, see, now you're thinking. That creative flow that starts just opens up like a tap and the water starts coming through. All right, that creative energy starts coming through. And, when you start thriving on that stuff, it starts, developing into new relationships, okay? And a new way of living in the world. Saying, you know what? Maybe I get creative in my cooking. I go shopping every week, but I don't cook. Maybe that chicken goes well with, a casserole, or, hey, I made this soup. I'd really like to, maybe make like a salmon soup or something like that. And you start thinking about these things. And he's like, yep, that's what I want you to do. I want you to think creatively and move forward. And while you do so with authority. Don't do it with this, maybe I can, I'm going to get all wrapped up in my head type thinking. No, he wants you to be authoritative because he's giving you that mantle of kingship. He's, giving you that spear. He's giving you that horn of plenty for you to sit, drink with, protect yourself with, and understand where you're going on your journey. So experience what the green man has for you and enjoy it. That's today's message out of the Wildwood Tarot deck, the green man. Hit that like button, share it with others, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up. And this is D for the Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. God bless. Stay safe, everybody.